مرحبا يا جماعة. أهلا وسهلا فيكم. We have another lesson today. This is 8. These are 8 expressions used every single day. You're going to hear these all the time. And of course, you know, you can depend on us for really high frequency stuff. So another high frequency lesson for you. These are expressions everyone should know, of course, because it's used daily. Let's start right off the bat here with طول بالك. طول بالك. طول, it's from the word طول, means long, okay, or tall. طول. So if somebody is tall, we say طويل, all right? But here, طول is the form to verb, and it means make it longer, okay? So what are they saying? طول بالك. بالك is your mind or your mentality, like that. So they're saying literally make your mind longer. Okay, so it means, here's what it means. Effectively, it means hold your horses. Hold your horses. That's what this means. Like, be patient. Hold your horses. So طول بالك is an expression, and it's an idiomatic expression, kind of like hold your horses. So that's what it means. Now, if we want to make it feminine, of course, we take, instead of طول, we say طولي. طولي. طولي is with the ya, or طولو is with the waw and the alif, like that. So طولوا بالكم or طولي بالك. All right? Now the next one, خلاص بكفي. All right, so we were joking around that the word بكفي actually is بكفي. So بكفي means, it's from another form to verb, كفى, which it means it is enough. It is enough. بكفي. بكفي. It is enough. خلاص means basically the same thing. But it means more, comes from finished. It's finished, okay? So, خلاص means, okay, all right, it's finished. And then بكفي is, it's enough. Now, we don't need خلاص. We could actually just say بكفي. بكفي means enough already. So that's what بكفي means. Enough already. All right, or you could say, that's enough, okay? Now, this depends on your tone of voice. So if you use your tone of voice, it's aggressive tone of voice, it's going to take more of aggressive meaning. But it's used a lot. It's used a lot with kids, husbands, wives say it. If somebody's doing something bothering you, you could say, بكفي. If you want to add some power to it, you say, خلاص بكفي. So you can do like that. That's used a ton. Because we have no patience here in the Middle East. We do not, we need to be told a lot, طول بالك, and to the people who say خلاص بكفي. So, now, you can add something to it here, like we would say, enough talking, all right? That would be بكفي حكي. بكفي حكي. خلاص بكفي حكي. Means, that's enough. Of talking, or that's enough talking. Yeah. So, and there's other words you can put in there too, but you don't make it definite. You keep it like this, without the alif lam, al-ta'rif. All right. Next one. Mana عارف. Mana عارف. Or عارف. Some people will say ما أنا عارف. So, mana عارف is actually ما. It's actually this, ma, and then ana, like that. Ma ana. Okay, so ma in Fusha means what? Like illi in Ammiya, illadhi. But ma is what I know. Like, it's what I know. So ma ana عارف, or mana عارف. Or عارف means, I already know. Yeah, I already know that. Or actually, even more so, it basically, in English, we would say, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. So you're repeating it. Yeah, I know. من عارف or من عارف or أنا عارف. But this one has more of that term like, yes, all right, yeah, I know. So, من عارف. All right, so the next one, last one on the screen here, and daddy. And daddy is actually short for أنا daddy. أنا daddy, it's like, in Fusha, we use a lot, لا أدري. لا أدري means I don't know. لا أدري, I don't know. But أنا daddy in Fusha, in Ammiya, it has the same kind of meaning. It just basically says, I know, I know what you mean. So it's basically, if somebody complains or has some bad thing or negative thing happening, it's always going to be as a response to something negative or something that somebody's going through or they don't like. And so how can you relate to them? You can say, yeah, I know what you mean, So it's kind of like, yeah, I know what you're saying, or I know what you mean. Yeah. Yeah. Or you can say like, it's kind of like I feel, I feel with you, or I feel you on that. Okay. So the idea, أنا daddy, is a response to someone, and it's very polite. It's not bad. It's not like you saying, okay, that's enough, move on. You're actually just simply saying to the person, I know what you mean. I feel for you. Yeah. Or I'm with you on that. Kind of, so it's like a solidarity thing. All right. All right. So let's try the next one here. So the last comment on أنا daddy or and daddy is that you're not going to say it right off the bat when somebody starts to, like they say, I can't believe I'm getting tickets every single week. La la. You don't want to say, right off the bat, أنا daddy. You let them finish, okay, what they're saying, because it's kind of something you say at the end of all of the, the beef they have or the complaints they have about something. And then that's a way to kind of finish it up. So if you do it too early, they're going to say, oh, you don't want to hear what I have to say anymore? They get upset. So, أنا daddy or and daddy, you want to say at the end there. All right. So here is وصلت. وصلت is also a verb, okay? It's funny how the verbs are so important. That's why I have a book called The 101 Most Used Verbs. If you don't have that book, you should get it. It basically gives you most of the verbs that you're going to find used daily. I would say about 80 to 85% of the verbs that continually are used as far as frequency are going to be from the 101. And so all you have to do is know those. And by the way, وصلت is one of those. وصلت is one of those. وصلت, though, when you say it by itself, what you're really saying is, what's not said is وصلت الفكرة. It's not usually said. Typically, people just say وصلت and they know what you mean. What do you mean? You mean وصلت الفكرة. وصل means it arrived, or he arrived. وصلت is feminine for the idea has arrived. What do they mean? Basically mean, oh, I got it. So you're telling somebody about something, that they need to do something, and they understand what you mean. It's kind of like saying, oh, okay, I got it, no problem, I got it. So I understand. So the meaning here, and by the way, this is used a lot, is literally how we would say it in English, I got it. Oh, can you take this out to the, oh, I got it. Yani وصلت. Or if you're trying to explain a lesson to someone, maybe how to do a certain, let's say a math problem, وصلت. I got it. All right, the next one, شو بيعرفني. شو بيعرفني. شو بيعرفني. شو بيعرفني means how should I know? How should I know? Or how am I supposed to know? It sounds really, it sounds like something that's a little bit rude. It could be rude depending on the tone of voice, but it is said quite a bit. So, how should I know? How should I know. All right. How should I know? It's always, well, we probably should put that there. How should I know? So it's a question, a rhetorical question saying, of course, what we do in English. That's easy. Doesn't need any help with that. But it's only used with shu. They don't say ish. So that's usually you can interchange shu with ish because it means what. Literally it means what. But shu means how. Actually, it can mean how. Depends on if you know what you're doing. Like, how could you? You know, or how stupid is that? They can actually use shu and kif interchangeably. But bi'arifni means it's from arraf, to make someone know. So it literally means what or how has someone made me know. That's basically what it means. What it means harfiyan in Arabic or in English. All right, so here's the next one. Malo. Malo, how is this used? Well, if somebody mentions something, you know that red car that we saw down there earlier? Malo. Malo means, what about it? Or, what about him? What about it? What about it? Or, what about him? Now, if you're talking about a feminine, well, I should have said malha, because it's sayyara. So, malha is what you'd say for the car. But if it's somebody, they might say, the guy with the money, and then you might say malo, you know, the guy that came in with the money, malo. So you're basically saying, what about him? Or what about him? Yeah. So that's how that's used. It's always going to be somebody's talking about something and you want them to now say what it is they should be saying, or that you want them to get cut to the chase about it. Yeah, that's what it is. All right, so mal, you might know the word from malo, you might know the word mal from what means money in Fusha, but this has nothing to do with that. Mal could also mean what's wrong, like wrong. So it's like what's wrong with him, malo. But of course that means what about him, and how do we say it in English? So the next one, khud. Khud is literally, of course, take. It's one of the 101 most used verbs. And then you have rahtak. It's from the word raha. Raha means rest, okay, or relaxation. So khud rahtak means, or khudi rahtik, or khuddu rahtkum means take, literally means take your relaxation or your rest. But that's not what it means in translation. What it means in translation is that's got two meanings. One, it means take your time. Take your time, no rush. Take your time. Okay, that's the first one. And you can say khud wa'atak, but khud rahtak is used more. And it's more altaf, yani, more gentle, more, it's just a better way to say it. So take your time, or the other meaning is if someone's in your house and they're working, or they're just in your house visiting, you could say, they want to go use a restroom, whatever they want to do, you could say khud rahtak, which means make yourself at home. That's what it means, make yourself at home, or be relaxed, you know. So we would say make yourself at home. Yani, my home is your home. And this is Arabs use this a lot because Arabs love the idea of diyafa, hospitality. That's something that Arabs have to be about. It's something that they always want to be about. So if you're a hospitable person in the Arab world, you're a respectable person. So Khud rahtak is used a lot. Now, what do I have to say to you? These are great, great phrases everybody should know, including you. So get your notebook out. If you haven't seen my notebook method video, do a search for that and you'll see it. It's called the notebook method, and you can plug these right into a notebook method and you'll get them in your brain and you'll be using them. And you know what? Arabs that you talk to will love it. So we'll see you in the next lesson. Bye-bye for now.